Hi guys, today we are going to solve the 121st problem. Best time to buy and sell stock. That says, you are given an array prices where prices A is the prices of a given stock of the th days. You want to maximize your profit by choosing a single day to buy one stock and choosing a different day in the future to sell that stock. Return the maximum profit you can achieve from this transaction. If you cannot achieve any profit, return 0. In short, the problem says, okay, you are going to have a few days. For example, are you going to have a few days? And in that day, in every day, the price of the stock is going to change. In the first day, it's 7, in the second one, in the third, 5th, 3, 6, etc. So you need to buy in a day and sell the stock in another day in order to maximize your profit. For example, if you buy in the first day and you sell in the second day, you're going to lose money because you are buying the stock to $7 and you are selling it to $1, so you are losing $6. But if you buy the stock at the first day and sell it at the third day, you are going to win $4 because you bought it at 1 and sell it at 5, so there's a profit of $4. So you must find the day where you should buy the stock to sell it to the greatest price. In the example, if you buy at $1 at the second day and sell it at the fifth day to $6, you're going to have a profit of $5. You need to find the day where you should buy a stock to sell it with the greatest profit. And so, how can you solve this problem? Okay, suppose we have, okay, these are the prices. The first day the price is 7 and the second is 1. How are you going to solve it? Well, first you need to create a variable that holds the current profit, the max profit, or let's call it a current max profit, and it will by default 0, because if you cannot achieve any profit, you need to return 0. And after that, you are going to create another variable that holds the current minimum value. Current minimum. Let me explain why. Okay. So, please forget this list of numbers. Okay. So you have the first day that the stock is 7. Give me a second. Okay. So the first day the stock is 7. So suppose you buy and sell the stock the same day, you are going to get no profit. So you actually need to go to the another day. And now you know that your current minimum variable right now is 7 at the first day. So the current minimum is 7 because this is the minimum amount of money we can have buy the stock. So once we go to the second day, if we buy the stock here and sell it here, you are going to get no profit. But already you have a current minimum. Okay, let's suppose the next day the price goes up. Okay, let's suppose the next day the price goes up. a second. Yeah. Okay, let's suppose the next day the price goes up. So if the price goes up, what will be better? If you have buy here the stock, or if you have buy here the stock? It's better to buy the stock here if the price goes up in the next day. So you need to put the current minimum at the actually minimum variable, that is 1. And if the stock is still the same, you can put once again the current minimum to this number. Actually, there's no problem. And if the value goes lower, there won't be any problem. In the next day you can change the current minimum. So you already have the current minimum. By the way, in this iteration, the first thing you must do is to check if you have a profit that is greater than the max profit. Remember here, okay, here the current minimum is still 7. So let's check if our profit right now will be greater. To know if your profit will be greater, you can check this. Current profit equals your nums at position E, so these numbers, minus current minimum, and this will give you, this is going to give you current profit equals 1 minus 7, that equals minus 6. So because this is not greater than our max profit, we are not going to check our max profit, but because our current nums is lower than the current minimum, we are going to check our current minimum. So we are going to check it to 1. Okay, so let's move to the other day. The next day, the stock price goes up. So what do we have right now? We have that our current minimum is 1, and our stock price today is 5. So if we buy at 1 and sell it at 5, we are going to get a profit. So let's do it. Let's use the formula here. Is equal minimum E equal it's 5 minus current minimum, that is 1. So right now you have a profit of 4. If our current profit greater than our current max profit, it is. If yes, change it. Okay, so now we have a maximum profit of 4, and because we already have a current minimum and this number is greater than our current minimum, we don't need to change it, because if we have a stock price greater than this, we can buy here and sell in the other stock price. So let's move. Okay, so first, do we have a profit? Yeah, we have a profit right here. 5 minus 3 equals 2, but it's not greater than our current max profit, so we are not going to do anything. And because this number is lower than our current minimum, we are neither doing something here. Now we have the number 6. Okay, let's do the formula. 6 minus the current minimum, 1, equals 5. So if our current profit greater than our current max profit, Yes, so let's change it. And if the num here lower than our current minimum, no, so let's not do nothing here. So we will have a profit here, yes, 4 minus 1 equals 3, but 3 isn't greater than our current max, and this number 4 isn't lower than our current minimum, so we are not going to do anything. We have not any more numbers, so we are going to return your current max profit. That is 5. And now let's do it on code. Give me a second. Okay. First, we are going to create the current max profit variable. That we need to put it to, give me a second, to 0. Actually, we can just call it profit 0, and our current minimum, let current minimum, that this value will be by default the greatest number your language can achieve. In JS it's infinity. And now we are going to traverse the entire array of prices. Okay, what do we check? First, we need to check if selling your numbers will be greater. Actually, remember that actually we can start it at the position, so we can put as our current minimum our prices at position 0, and we can start at the position 1. Okay. Actually, minimum. Okay, so first we need to check if our current profit is greater than our max profit. So we are going to do it like this. If your prices at position E minus our current minimum minus our minimum is greater than our profit, we are going to say that our profit equals our prices minus our minimums. And now we already calculate the greatest profit we can achieve. And after that, you need to get your current minimum. You do this. If prices at position E is lower than your minimum, you are going to put your minimum to its current value. And finally, you are going to return your profit. So this should be the work if everything is right correctly. Okay, fine. And now let's submit this code. Perfect. And it runs in 3 milliseconds. But you know how it is LeetCode. If you submit it a few more times, maybe you're getting a better result. Okay. So that's the solution for this problem. In the screen, you're going to see the solutions in Java, Python, and C++. And that's all for today, guys. See you tomorrow for another video. And thank you for taking your time to see this video. Bye bye.